Hey, can I ask you real quick? You heard the news of Tom Brady. What are your thoughts?
Wait, Tom Brady retired again? This is
Again,
twice in the last 3 days. What the hell's going on here? What do you think? He's trying to do a Brett Favre in like a week? Um, I mean, look, dude, I think we knew if you listen to Giselle talk about how many concussions he didn't report a couple years ago, she didn't want him to play, right? And she let him. All right, you want to have one last go round in the warmth of the South? Go for it. Then he won a Super Bowl. He's like, "Ooh, can I go back and do it again?" Okay, you know. And now you're done. You move on. But anytime somebody starts to say, "My family," at the end of the year, that's just your wife won't let you keep playing, right? And the wife is like, "We're good here." So, an amazing career. I mean, I think he look. You know this as a player and a coach, and somebody who covers sports. Winning is not an accident, right? It's just not. And when the guy wins, like literally every year he's been in the National Football League, he didn't make the playoffs one time in New England. One time in his entire career, he doesn't make the playoffs. Winning is not an accident. And while Aaron Rodgers and maybe John Elway had greater physical attributes, the reason he's the greatest quarterback ever is not because of a ball he threw or a play he made. It's because winning followed him. Whatever it is about him, whatever it's his level of commitment that's taking care of his body, his level of commitment that's allowed him to have great relationships with people he played with, or just an overwhelming belief in self, which you can't lose as an athlete. And he always had it, even as a 6th-round pick. Guy's the best. Guy's the best. Immobile, like raced the pregnant woman, came in third immobile, but it didn't matter. He found a way to overcome his one weakness, which was his athletic ability. And he succeeded for over 20 years at the very hardest position in all of sports. Nothing but respect for the guy.
let me go back. You have a national show. You cover this and him. I don't know if I've ever heard this. I don't know if anybody's answered this. Maybe you know the answer to this. When Tom Brady, I saw a picture of you the other day, Doug. Swear to God. And you're beating somebody off the dribble at Oklahoma State, and you're ripped. Like you're ripped. Now you can make fun of yourself if you want to, but you were ripped when I saw you.
Sure.
So I go back to Tom Brady. Tom Brady was not ripped, okay? And we've all seen the picture of him at the combine. So my question isn't, wow, look at how great he became. What made him all of a sudden? Who made him all of a sudden? What transpired all of a sudden for him to go for a guy that clearly didn't care about his physical prowess to a guy that became a health and fitness guru, and it enabled him to play for 22 years? Is there any word there what happened?
No, but I think it is. I think that's an awesome podcast discussion, right? That you'd love to have it. When was the aha moment that he was like, and lots of guys have this. Draymond Green was a kind of slob athletically when he's at Michigan State, and probably in an effort to stay in the league, he lost weight, and it's changed his life forever, right? So I do think a little bit of Brady. There's a little bit of faking it until he made it, right? Like because the first couple of years he was just managing that thing, using his brain because his skill wasn't there. But here's an interesting part. In addition to when he became the health and fitness guru, and in his own way, like LeBron James, is a picture of longevity, the likes of which we haven't previously seen. Is as great as he was, he actually didn't win a Super Bowl when he was at his peak. They went 18-0, lost in the Super Bowl. Then he hurt his knee. And that next year's team still won 11 games without him. That's how good that team was. They won 16, then they won 11 without him, with Matt Castle at quarterback. So imagine how good he might have been had he not gotten hurt. On the other hand, had he not gotten hurt, might his career have burned out quicker, right? Had he not. So I don't know. I don't know if it was the knee injury and he just decided, I'm not getting hurt anymore. I don't like that. He became this expert in pliability. I think some of it is also positional, and the league has done amazing things to protect those guys because of his injury and other injuries. I don't know when the aha moment was, but I definitely think that's a huge part of the story. It's like guys in our position, we don't do enough of talking about things that actually matter. And how do you
Right.
maintain your confidence? Like that's a huge thing. Not arrogance, confidence. Because sports will make you doubt yourself. Coaches will make you doubt yourself. The media will make you doubt yourself. How do you not doubt yourself? He never lost his confidence. Right? And commitment to conditioning. Right? Teams lose games because they're tired. Players lose games because they're out of shape. There used to be the thought that guys like Brady Quinn, too muscle bound, can't throw a football. And I think that's why his body was so kind of mush when he came out of Michigan. But he continued to kind of grow and evolve as a person and realize that taking care of your body, your personal condition, let's just call it personal conditioning, is as important as anything you do physically. It allows you to stay on a football field, allows you to play longer, allows you to pay more attention in meetings. I think that's a huge part of the story that most people, Double D, don't talk enough about.